G'day, and welcome to another episode of Sage of the Dusty Page. Well, this issue is going to be about Spellcaster, the Frostgrave magazine, issue 2, and There Be Dragons. So I picked this model up a little while ago in anticipation of being able to have a dragon in Frostgrave. So I think it's an adult white dragon from Dragon Wing game, but yeah, just thought I'd show you that. So anyway, let's get into it. Issue 2, Dragons and Traps in the Ghost of Apelico. So, and then there's another article about Frostgrave Mech War, and then there's a scenario, The Bridges of Maldreth. So we'll get into it. And Dimitri Bermak did the cover. He's a pretty good artist, I reckon. So we have their editorial to start with, and we get a bit of a overview of what's in the magazine. Again, I bought this through Drive-Thru RPG. It was printed in Australia and came to me pretty quickly. So dragons, I think there's basically 4 categories. You have a young dragon, which by the way has a health of 22 and a plus 5 to fight. So yeah, and it has the trait of powerful, treated using a 2-handed weapon, which is what, plus 2 damage, and it's immune to poison. So and there's a bit of fluff around young dragons and, you know, how their parents look after them. Adult dragons, sometime in their 4th century. Hang on, I hope I didn't skip a page there, did I? No. So we have adults, and then they become very powerful and very difficult to hit. You know, I mean, they can fight at plus 7. They've got an armor of 15 and 26 health. So they're large. They can fly. They have that 2-handed weapon trait. They're immune to poison. They have elemental resistance. They can breathe fire or spit poison. I think I'll change that to frost, because I think white dragon makes more logic to myself. And they can breathe fire, spit poison. They're horrific, immune to critical hits, and immune to mind control. And they have self-preservation. So if a warband is able to actually damage this significantly, it would retreat and fly away to live to fight another day, and would be a very good mortal enemy of the warband, I would think. Then we move on to old dragons at the end of their first millennia. This is where they build a permanent lair and develop their horde. They have all the capabilities of adult dragons, except they're better at it. So if a dragon can breathe fire, its attack roll increased to plus 6. That's just awesome. If it spits poison, the target number for the will roll is increased to 15. And the elemental magic resistance increases. Yeah, they obviously, as they get older, they get tougher. And then there's all the stats, and they can cast spells, so they become incredibly formidable. You move on to the ancient dragons, and they're just like old dragons, but even better. And you would have to be an incredibly powerful mage to be able to defeat these guys. Yeah. And if you manage to kill an ancient dragon, you get 300 experience points. And discover its lair, it will contain 20 treasure tokens. 20. I think you'd have to be brave or foolhardy. But this is quite a good balance. So dragons have weaknesses, especially old and ancient ones, such as fearsome creatures often players will have little likelihood of defeating them. To give them a fighting chance, players or game masters are encouraged to roll once on a dragon weakness table below. So the weakness could be subject to critical hits, or it could be susceptible to poison, or it could have a bane weapon. So you could develop an artifact, you know, a sword of dragon slaying. A bit like the old basic rules of D&D, really. Yeah, so that is a bit of a leveler, but yeah, I'm pretty excited to give this a go. But once I develop a wizard a bit better, or I might actually take the time to make up a 50th level wizard and then try fighting a dragon and see what that goes like. The lair of Grimolian, it's a cooperative scenario featuring a dragon. Yeah, with 2 warbands. So yeah, it's got some special rules. It's obviously the dragon must be guarded by some demons or crystals, but it's asleep, so it takes time to wake up. And then you've got the stats of the dragon and the experience points for completing also trying to survive the scenario. Yeah. But yeah, this dragon, it's been given a unique spell list. So, you know, you can summon other demons and casting imp. So, pretty formidable again. Then he takes us through traps in the Ghost of Archipelago. I've never played the Ghost of Archipelago, so if you think it's worth a go, let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll pick that up. But you obviously get some a trap number bonus, so they must get some bonuses on disarming traps, or perhaps seeing them, springing the trap. Oh yep, so if a player rolls a natural 1 on his initiative roll, the trap has been sprung. Nice. That's pretty cool. It's not a bad bit of AI. I could actually work into my solo games. Yeah. And it gives you a wonderful list of traps. Everything from poison darts to death from above, a bear trap, a deadfall, and leeches, exploding sap pod. So, yep, and they've all got a bit of a description and what those traps actually do to the unfortunate victims. So, and this goes for a couple of pages. And then you get a new soldier, the trapper. Moves at 6, plus 2 to fight. Slightly armoured, got good health. Yeah, it comes with 2 daggers, so you must be able to throw them. And then there's a scenario, the Dead Keep It. It's got some special rules. And it's sort of set up in a swamp by the looks of it. Frostgrave Mech War. This would be, again, I've never played these games, Robotech or Voltron or Battletech. I know what Voltron was. It was a bit of a robot thing back in the day. littlest brother, love them. It's just basically got some weapon systems. He's modified the rules, but I would think that they follow the principles of Frostgrave. And then, yeah, you've got critical hit charts. Yeah, it could be something interesting for you to do if that's your boat. He's got pretty extensive rules on them. And then you get to the scenario with the bridges of Maldeath, and like all my other videos, I don't really go through the scenarios. I think it's better that you get a surprise and go out and get the books yourselves. It's I think these are a pretty good supplement to your regular campaign sort of books. Yep, and you get an introduction to bone bats, perhaps. I don't remember seeing them anywhere else. And then it's the fan mailbox. Obviously, the fans have written to Joseph, and he's answered some questions, which is pretty good. Yeah, and he's got a small article on the what's on the horizon. So I mean, this was obviously released some time ago, so probably in 2017, I would say. But yeah, it is pretty good. I like the binding of these. I like the feel of them. They're good size. They're well made. So anyway, I will be unfortunately going in to have some surgery this week, so I won't be about for 2 or 3 weeks. So please like and subscribe and have a great day.